Find more leads than you can even process. That's multiple listing service. That's the MLS for your real estate agents. Absentee owner information. Find the cash buyers and flippers in any market nationwide. Pull a pre-foreclosure list. And don't forget, you got to find those comps. Get nationwide access with multiple filters. Powered by PropStream at wokesource.com. Get your 7-day free trial today. wokesource.com. That's wokesource.com.
Get your free real estate joint venture agreement and get notified of upcoming shows. Text JV to 636-330-1444.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com.
You may have heard the saying, the fortunes are in the follow-up. Now there's a brand new system that is great to help you cold call, text message, drop voicemails, and so much more, all automated. You don't have to remember anything. Just set it and forget it. All you have to do is speak to people. Check it out, wokereply.com. It's a multi-touch marketing campaign where you can schedule to send text, voicemail, email, and even live calls all on autopilot. Check it out today, wokereply.com. That's wokereply.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, it's about that time. It's Monday Night Raw, real estate style. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having yourself a great month of March. This is March 26th. I'm sorry, not even March. I lied. April 26th. I try to put us back a month. April 26th. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, in the Woke Real Estate Investing Group. We got some people watching over here on Instagram, and we got a few listening over here on Clubhouse. So if you're listening on Clubhouse or Instagram and you want the full experience of the tonight's show, hop on over to the YouTube channel at ChrisMonroeSTL. We got a great show for you tonight. We got Kera going to show you how she got her first wholesale deal. Going to break it all the way down and give you some details, some things that can help you get your first deal or maybe get more deals. So I'm going to let her explain all that for you in a minute. But before we get started, go ahead, put your name in the comments and put in where you're coming in from so I can give you a quick shout out before we get started with the show. Shouts out to my replay viewers. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. We need that. Give it a like, give it a share, things like that. Let's see who we got up in here already. Angie B in the place to be. Oh, snap. The whole show me stayed up and heard. It's about to go down. What up, Kara Fudge? I see you, Mr. I Stay Woke. I see you, Angie B. Good to see you as well. Homicide says, what's happening? They say, let's do it. I hear you. I hear you. What up, though? Chris Jackson down in Texas. I see you. I see you, Miss Hayes. What's up? What's up? Georgia up in here. What's up, Kelly? I see you down there too. Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, it is a Missouri takeover. Missouri or Missouri? Who knows? Might not even be saying it right. What's up, LA in the building? I see you, Los Angeles. My bro Mark Days out here getting paid. So I'm glad to see all of you all. So like I said, we're about to get this thing popping. Go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, and let everybody know we are going live right now. We about to get it popping.
And we have and we have and we have Mr. I Stay Woke, and Mr. I Stay
Woke. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. You know, from time to time, I come across people out here willing and dealing, doing this thing we call real estate investing, and I want to bring them to you so that you can learn from their experiences, so you can be better as you navigate these muddy waters of entrepreneurship, real estate investing, and all the other things that go around it. So I see we got people over here on Instagram watching from Australia. Oh, wait, the land down under. We're all over it. We're everywhere. We're worldwide, baby. We the mood on up. So without further ado, I want to bring in Miss Kera, and there she is. Hi, how are you today?
Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm feeling good. Happy to be here.
Was you dancing to that music?
I was. Did you see me? I was jiving a little bit.
You wasn't messing around. I said, wait a minute, you back there doing a two-step in the seat. Wait a minute. Let me find out. Well, welcome to the Woke Real Estate Podcast. So for people who may not know, give us a little overview. Who are you and what do you do in this thing called real estate and life?
All right. So yes, I'm Shakira Fudge, and I'm here in Columbia, Missouri. I got into real estate. So pretty much when I graduated in 2018, I moved to California, and everybody and their mama know how expensive it is to live in California. So between my rent and my student loan bill, I was living paycheck to paycheck. So I had to get a second job, and I was working so much I wasn't able to enjoy life. And I felt like, okay, this ain't it, sis. I gotta do something about this. So I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, got into Bigger Pockets, and decided I was going to invest in small multifamily units, right? Well, I was putting in offers, and none of my offers got accepted. But honestly, I was relieved inside because, like I said, I'm already in student loan debt, so I didn't want to get into any more debt. I really didn't want to be a landlord. And so I was on YouTube one day, and I came across the Mobile Home Elite Investors. Shout out to Byron and Charnice.
Yeah, that's my people up in Chicago. I know them.
Right. So yeah, I found out about them. I learned about mobile home investing like last June or July-ish. And then they were talking about what course they had. And I was like, I'm not paying for that course. It was like $500. I'm like, I'm not paying for it. I'm just going to enroll in YouTube University and just do this on my own. Well, months and months went by, and I wasn't taking actionable steps. So then, as a side note, my ultimate goal is to retire by 40. And one of the ways that I planned on doing that was to max out my retirement accounts, my 403B, my 457B, and Roth IRA. And so I had started a new job, and my employer, the HR department, emailed me in November, was like, hey, there was a glitch in the system. You're not going to be able to do this anymore, contribute to those accounts. And so what that meant for me was, wow, you're taking away that opportunity for me to invest in my future, to invest in retirement. And so that lit a fire up under me. And so at that point, instead of saying, okay, I'm not going to pay for that course, I changed my mindset to say, no, I'm going to invest in this course. This is an investment. So I purchased the Mobile Home Investors Elite course. And it was amazing. And then I hit the ground running and started driving for dollars before I even finished the course. So I made some mistakes and then decided, okay, you know what? I need a mentor. So I invested in a mentor. and here I am wholesaling in
Wow.
mobile homes.
So how long has it been since you first started like doing this thing called real estate investing?
I really took it seriously. So I would say February is when I started that mentoring program, is when like I started really taking action. So
Whoa. You mean like 2 months ago, February?
yeah, like 2 months ago, February.
So you telling me it took you 2 months to get to the finish line to get a check? You show some people the shut up check?
Yes. Yeah. So 3 weeks after that mentoring program, I closed on my first wholesale deal.
Wow. So, so you did this with a mobile home, and I guess you can go ahead and go into the details of actually how you found the deal. How did you go about, negotiating it? What kind of paperwork? Tell us about the deal. How did it actually go down? Was it easy, hard, things like that?
All right. So boom. So it was during the work week, and I had put out Bandit signs like 2.5 weeks ago, and I was getting discouraged because I wasn't getting any calls. But I got a call while I was at work, and I had a meeting coming up. But I was so excited to get a call that I answered the phone, knowing that I didn't have much time to be on the phone. So anyway, I just got right into it. I was nervous, and I just started asking her questions about the mobile home. And then she said that, it's her mother's home. She just wanted to pay what's left on the home, but the mortgage that is left, which was like $4,000. And she said that she would send me pictures. So I never got the pictures. So the next day I called her and I'm like, hey, I'm just wondering if you're still interested in selling your home. And if you can send me the pictures, that would be great. And she was like, you know what? I do want to sell the home, but I don't want to work with you because I don't know who you are. This could be a scam. And I was like, okay, well, I want to address your concerns. And so I had taken that time out to be more personable with her. I let her know, like, what it is I do. And I wanted to find something I can connect with her with. So I told her that I was a veterinarian and I worked at such and such. And she was like, oh, I bring my dogs there all the time. You may have seen them. And so I was like, boom, that's where we connected. And so after that, she was so grateful that I had taken that extra time to like introduce myself. And like I said, be more personable with her. So after that, she sent me all the information I needed to know. I emailed her the contract to look over. So from the day she called me to the day that she signed the contract was about a week. And then that very next day, from when she signed the contract, I posted it on Facebook Market. And that very next day, I had a buyer come by. It was a couple. They were the first people to see the home. And I was so nervous, like, oh my God, I'm really doing this. I'm really doing this. And when they made the offer, it was like, wow, this is real. And so I went with them. And normally with like mobile home deals, like when you're wholesaling, the deposit is your assignment fee. But in this scenario, they had to pay off the mortgage so that we can get the title. So the seller ended up getting paid first, or I guess the lender. So they paid off the $4,000 mortgage. And then once the title came in 2 weeks later, I was paid on the back end $5,200. So, yeah.
So you done went and got a whole $5,200 check off of, you say, a Bandit sign, right?
Yes, sir.
So
yes.
what does your Bandit sign say? That what it say? We buy houses and a phone number, or something different?
We buy mobile homes, and it has my phone number. It's plain and simple.
So you actually targeted for mobile homes from the very beginning, and then did you place them around mobile home community areas, or where'd you put them at?
Yeah. So I put them in like I'd say about a block away from mobile home parks, and then at some busy intersections. I even have one at Walmart, like the exit of Walmart, that's been there since February. So like, I wasn't even thinking it would be there that long. So yeah, I put them in very high traffic areas.
Wow. Well, I have a confession to make. I had Bandit signs out, and I've had people call and say, hey, yeah, do you buy mobile homes? And what did I do? Nothing. I didn't even try to pursue. This was like a year ago, but still, when I was heavy in a year and a half ago, when I was heavy on Bandit signs, I didn't even pursue those deals. And I probably know I missed some deals with it because it happened at least 3 times that I can recall. So I just had to make my confession for today. So definitely don't want to do that. So
yeah, you missing out.
so was it easy, you feel like, or was it difficult? What was the hardest part of doing this deal?
Dang, I think the hardest part was, honestly, I guess just talking, getting out there. Like, I'm an introvert, so like putting myself out there, I'm new, so I don't know everything and I don't have all the answers. And so I'm just like winging it the whole time. You know what I mean? And I think it was just hard for me to kind of like speak up, speak loud, speak with confidence. But once I got the hang of it, it was like, okay, well, I mean, this that in this area, wholesale and mobile homes is very new. Like, when I'm talking to investors, they're like, yeah, I don't know anyone who's doing this, what you're doing. And so as long as you sound confident, you got it. But that was something that I had to struggle with because I didn't know what I was doing. This was all new to me. So yeah.
And that's the thing, a lot of people say, well, I don't know this and I don't know that. Here's a little secret. You'll never know all the answers. It's not possible. So just go to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. And before you know it, a check is coming in your hand. And that's exactly what you did.
Hey.
So what is it that made you know that you could do this? So you said, I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to go. What kept you going when things wasn't going exactly like you wanted?
Man, just keeping my desires on the forefront. Like, I have so many things that I want to achieve. I want to travel the world. I want to take care of my family. I want to retire my family. And so just having that in mind, it pushes me, and like I said, my goal is to retire by 40. And it was like, man, it's either I have to take action. I have to take action. And, I have a certain life that I envision for myself and I'm going to get there. And this is just one of the ways I'm going to do it.
I know that's right, because a lot of people don't even believe the Bandit signs work. My first several deals came off Bandit signs. They're like, oh, they don't work. Okay, keep telling yourself that they work.
Right. Bandit signs, I think they're doing pretty well for me. So yeah, I wouldn't give up on Bandit signs for sure.
I know that's right. They already popping questions in. So if y'all do have questions about this deal, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'll try to address them before we wrap this thing up tonight. We got about 60 people watching across the platforms. I know we can get these numbers up. So y'all give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share, let people know we are live. We're trying to get you to the next deal as well. So have you ever tried houses with real estate, or you went straight into mobile homes, or what made you decide to go into mobile homes?
Yeah, so like I said, I was interested in house hacking small multifamily units. And so what house hacking is that I was gonna live in one unit and rent out the others and like practically live for free. That was my goal. But like I said, I really did not want to take out a mortgage. I did not want to be a landlord. And so investing in mobile homes was very attractive to me because you don't need a lot of capital. You don't have to be a landlord. The cash on cash return of your investment is unmatched with other, real estate strategies. And like closing is simple. So here in Missouri, I don't need a title company. I don't need a real estate attorney. I don't need a notary even. Like it's easier to me, I feel like, than investing in traditional real estate, honestly. And I'm helping everybody. So when I completed that deal, not only did I help the seller, I helped the buyer, I helped the moving company. So everybody's winning, and I'm winning, and it's all good. It's all good.
So you actually solved a problem in the marketplace. Now, what was it that made this person that had this mobile home want to sell again? What was her motivation for selling?
So her mother actually owned the home, and she had moved in with them. So she was no longer living in the home. The home had been vacant for like a year, and she just wanted it off her land. So I was just like, okay. And so I guess that was like her pain point. She just wanted it off her land. Her mother's getting older. She's taking care of her mother now. And I guess she didn't want her mom to, just have this debt. So I was able to have that paid off.
So wait a minute. So this was just on some land. So this wasn't in a mobile home park. This was a trailer on land.
Exactly. It was not in a mobile home park. It was on personal land.
So somebody bought it and they ended up moving it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang, that must have been a good one then if they're going to move it, because that's kind of expensive, ain't it?
It is expensive. So the cost around here to move a mobile home is between $3,000 to $5,000. So it's very expensive.
That's the price of the mobile home.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't know, like, it takes a lot to move a mobile home. So yeah.
Especially when you start messing with those older ones, because they might fall apart and transport or anything. You don't want to deal with that, I know.
Nah.
All right, so let's see what we got over here as far as some questions. I see they was ready. They ain't playing today. So like I said, if y'all do have questions, drop them in the comments. And the people that are listening on Clubhouse, you can hop over to the YouTube channel at ChrisMonroeSTL if you want the full experience for today. And we'll see how we do this here. So let me see. They want to know, where is she located? City and state. You said
I'm
Missouri.
in Columbia, Missouri.
Columbia, Missouri, right in the middle of Missouri, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from St. Louis, right?
Yep.
You right down the street.
Right down the road.
Down the street from me, that is. Everybody like, down the street from where? From
Right.
me. I'm from St. Louis.
Down the street from St. Louis.
I know it. Derek Wise on YouTube wants to know, did you create an LLC or website before you did the deal?
That is a great question. So no, I wanted to focus on just bringing in revenue. I didn't want to focus on things that's going to take money, that's going to cost me money. So I told myself personally that I will, once I get 3 deals under my belt, then I'm gonna open up an LLC under a business trust. And then a website, yeah. Once I get my 3 deals, once I get my LLC, then I'm gonna go ahead and get my website, get some virtual assistants and everything. But right now I'm just focusing on getting the deals and proving to myself that, I can really do this, really do it. And I think 3 deals is gonna just solidify that for me.
Yeah, and I can agree with that 1,000%. So many people worried about, let me get the proper this and the proper that. Go get a deal. You waste so much energy on making perfect business cards. My logo is just right. My LLC, my name. Nobody cares what your name is. Just being honest. Nobody really cares. They want to know, can you solve a problem for them? Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I will say that I did invest in some business business cards. And what I would do is when I was driving for dollars, I will put them in the mailboxes at the mobile home parks to let them know hey, I was here, because you can just drive for dollars and not find anything. But I had to leave my mark. Look, I'm gonna post up this card so y'all can see. And it was real simple. It wasn't fancy. It was just, we buy mobile homes. It was the same as my Bandit sign. So yeah, that's about it. That and the Bandit signs are the only things that I invested in.
And that's smart. I think I put out about 600 Bandit signs in my first year myself. And that's some work. It's a good workout too, by the way.
It is.
Do you put your own signs out or you have somebody helping you?
Nah, I'm putting my own signs out. I actually just put some out in the rain, over here running and whatnot.
I know that's right. And for people that are looking to get some Bandit signs, you can get 100 Bandit signs for $99, free shipping at wokesigns.com. Wokesigns.com. Check that out. If you don't want to pay a bunch of money for them, you can customize them and everything.
Absolutely.
So let me see here. They want to know, what did you pay for that mentorship program?
Oh, I paid about $600.
Oh man, that wasn't no money. 600 to make 52. Do that again.
And it was worth every penny, man. It was worth every penny. So, and I made that money back with my first deal. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, stop looking at it. Well, people who are out there who are like me, looking at it as if, this is a course, this is how much it costs. Look, that means if you're not willing to pay that, that means you're not ready to get in this business. Because you have to look at it as you're investing in yourself, and this is all an investment for your future. So yeah.
And once you got that knowledge, once you got the knowledge, it can't be taken from you. It's there in your brain. It's there, locked away forever. And you can always recall the stuff you learned 5 years ago, still making money from it.
And you can modify it and make your own course.
Exactly. Ooh, don't tell them that. They'll be doing that real quick. Now, how important is it for somebody to get a coach or a mentor, in your opinion?
I think it's very important. I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm doing this on the side. I'm full time. I'm a veterinarian, and so I don't have a lot of time. And so the time that I did have, I want to maximize it. I want to minimize my mistakes. And so I found people who are actually out here still in the field doing what they're doing with mobile home investing, and I reached out to them. And I think it's really important, because even when you purchase a mobile home course, they can't teach you everything. And so having that mentor there to hold your hand and walk you through the deal, they can help you when those, uncommon situations that come up. Because like I said, this deal was different. I had a mortgage on a home. And so I had to handle this differently. I was paid on the back end, and trust my mentor definitely held my hand. Shout out to Calvin out here. He is amazing. If you want to get into mobile home investing, hit him up, please.
I know that's right. And so they want to know also, let's see, Marlon asks, what contracts did you use?
Yeah, so I used an assignment agreement with the seller, and then I sold that contract to the buyer, and that was called the purchase agreement. And so after that, all I needed was a bill of sale for the buyer, and the buyer took that bill of sale to DMV because mobile homes are considered, personal property and vehicles. So and then to transfer that title to the new buyer was only $14 at the DMV. So yes, closing costs $14. So
Wow.
yeah, those are the three documents that I use to facilitate this wholesale deal.
Great answer.
Assignment agreement, purchase agreement, bill of sale.
All right, perfect. So it seems like mobile homes are a little bit easier than regular real estate or regular residential houses. Real property versus personal property. Mobile homes is considered personal. So it's time to get personal and get some of the money checks, right?
Right.
All right, let's see what other question I got over here. They said, what did you pay for the mentor program?
Yeah, so again, I paid about $600 for that mentor program.
Okay.
But keep in mind that people go up on their prices. So if you contemplating on getting into a program, don't contemplate too long, because one minute it'll be $600, the next minute it's $900. You like, wait, I should have signed up back then. So
I've been telling them.
if you know this is what you want to do not wait when it comes to that, because mobile home investing is a niche, but a lot of people are catching on. So it's going to take off. 22 million people live in mobile homes. It's definitely going to take off. And I definitely think it's the future for housing. We're helping the housing crisis right now. A lot of people cannot afford to live, to buy a house or to buy, to live in an apartment. But, buying a mobile home, they get equity, they get to own something, and it's safe, affordable, functional housing, So I'm happy to do this and be a part of it. So yeah, don't think too much. Don't think too hard on buying a mentoring program.
I know that's right. And Dana wants to know, what is your goal for this year? How many mobile homes do you plan to contract?
Yes, ma'am. My goal is to make six figures this year. Okay. So I don't know how. I didn't think about how many, but my goal is to make six figures this year. And then my ultimate goal is to own mobile home parks. So yeah.
Now you're doing real estate. Then you start messing with the parks. You making that money, residual income.
Okay. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Let's see. Chanel Caesar. What up, Red? Red says, where are mobile homes typically concentrated? Not in St. Louis, of course.
You would normally find them in the outskirts of a major city, I would say, but you never know. There are, I'm new to this, so I don't know everyone's area, but what I would suggest is just go to Google, type in mobile home parks near me, and they will definitely come up. But I would say for the most part, they are on the outskirts of major cities.
And Chanel, I got a secret to tell you. There's about 19 mobile home parks, I believe, in the St. Louis metro area. How do I know that? Research. So yeah, there's a bunch of them here that you just passed them up and never seen. A lot of them down in Fenton and some other areas. So yeah, there are some here that exist. Let's see here. They said, thanks for answering. What is local? Oh, I don't know. Was it local? Oh, was the deal local to you, or was this a virtual deal?
Oh, no, it was local. It was 15 minutes away.
I know that's right. So you did the deal virtual though? Did you meet the lady first, or it was all through email and stuff and phone?
Well, at first we just talked on the phone, and then I brought the contract to her in person because her mother was the one who actually had to sign a contract. And then as far as the seller, the buyer, they were 3 hours away. So I sent them the agreement virtually or electronically through DocuSign, and that's how they signed it. Yeah.
I know that's right. Cool. Let's see here. How do you analyze mobile home deals? Now that's a big one right there. You ready for that big one? That's a big one. How do you analyze them? How do you know the value of a mobile home?
Right. I didn't know, man. So I went on mhvillage.com. I typed in the same description of the home that I was trying to sell. So I typed in the year, I typed in the amount of rooms, the bathrooms, and I saw that a home was, there were two homes that came up. One was 13,000 and one was 8,000. I said, okay, I'm gonna go with 10,000. And I wish I would have just went with the 13,000. Like I said, I'm just learning this as I go. But yeah, so that's how I do it. I go on MH Village and then just kind of see like what other people are selling their homes for in that, in that state, in that county or whatever. And so that's how I came up with the price. And I also look on Facebook Market to see what the average price is that homes are selling for in the area.
So for this particular deal, she was asking 4,000, or you offered her 4,000. How'd you come up with that $4,000 price? I mean, who came up with that?
Yeah, so that was what was left on the mortgage. So she just wanted me to take care of the mortgage, and so that's how we came to that agreement of just paying that 4,000 off.
So it's basically, will you sell it for what you owe on? And they was like, sure.
Yeah.
One of my favorite questions when there's a house with a loan on it and it's close or anything like that, would you sell it for what you owe on it? And they'd be like, okay, sure will.
Yeah.
So lock it up for the loan balance, baby. Make it work.
Yeah. She didn't want anything extra. But I will say that after I completed that deal, I did go back. I got her a gift bag. I got her some candles, a handwritten thank you card. I gave her a gift card because in the end, I end up making more money than what she wanted, and it just felt like I had to give back. And also that's just a way for like, she's going to be more, she's going to spread the word about me more, because I was listening to her. She said that her family live in mobile homes. And so I want her to come to me first if, she know that someone's trying to sell a mobile home. And she said, definitely she's going to keep me in mind, keep me top of mind. So yeah.
There you go. You got a lifelong friend.
Okay.
Lachelle says, how long ago did you take the Mobile Home Elite Investing course? And which course did you take?
So I took I think it was like the only course they had available at the time about mobile home investing. And I finished a course in December of 2020.
Okay. So that didn't take long at all. And also I actually had Byron on the podcast. Charnice didn't make it that day. But for people that are looking for that, that's actually in the playlist. I hope somebody can put it up in the corner of the video or something for me. The people editing it, wink, wink, put that up in there for people to click. And let's see here. Dana also says, great, congratulations and best to you on your goals.
Thank you, Queen.
That's right. Angie B said there are definitely some in St. Louis. Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't say everywhere, but they're around. You just don't see them. They're like trees. They're everywhere, but you don't see them.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, like, I've been living here for almost a year now, and it's like, before I was investing in mobile homes, I did not see them. But now that I am, I can spot them a mile away. Like, oh, that's been there this whole time. Like, yeah, they just started to pop out to you.
So have you come across some, like, while you're looking at these different mobile home parks and stuff, have you seen some like for sale by owner ones and stuff like that?
Yeah, for the most part, that's what I'm looking for sell by owner ones. But I do take the time to call mobile home parks and see if they're selling them and see if they are investor friendly. So yeah. Yeah.
Is it a lot of mobile home parks in your area or no?
Yeah, it is in Columbia. There's probably like 10 to 12 parks within like a 10-mile radius outside of my home. Like there's so many parks here.
So we got double that in St. Louis almost. So yeah, definitely got to step the game up. So if somebody actually want to get started in kind of, dibbling and dabbling in mobile home investing, where should they really start?
Education. Educate yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Educate yourself. And then if you feel like you need a mentor, go ahead and do that. But I will say, before investing in anything, make sure you are where you need to be in life. Make sure that you invest in your personal development. So I knew that because I'm doing this as a side hustle, I had to wake up earlier. So I had to read The Morning Miracle, that book. And so I wake up at 4 a.m. now. I have to meditate, I have to journal, I have to work out, I have to eat right so that I have enough energy to go through the day and, stay up late to work on these things. But yeah, start there first and get your education, get a mentor. And I'm telling you, like, you cannot lose with this. This is a very lucrative field. And yeah.
So basically you're saying, don't wait to buy real estate and wait.
Yes. Yes.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Marlon says she used contracts and reverse assignment with seller purchase, sell with the buyers. I guess they're asking to reiterate what you said about the contracts.
Yeah, so with the seller, I have an assignment agreement contract. So they assign the home to me, and then with the buyer, I have a purchase agreement contract, right? And then so pretty much I'm selling them that contract. And then in the end, I use a bill of sale to kind of like close the deal.
So
I
that
hope
is
that
kind of
answers your question.
So that is
Is it?
kind of backwards from regular real estate, because when I do a deal with a regular house, I put it with a purchase and sales agreement with the seller. You're saying you're doing an assignment agreement with the seller and then a purchase and sales agreement with the buyer.
I hope, like I said, I'm new to this. I hope I didn't mix that up.
Yeah, I
But
think it might be. I think it might be the other way around. Unless it's something with mobile homes, I don't know. I never did a mobile home deal. Full disclosure, I had chances to, but I didn't. Like I told y'all earlier, but I'm going to do something this year in 2021 because we can't.
I feel like that's really what I did though. I'll go back in the comments and clarify, but like I feel like that's what I did.
I know that's right. So if you are watching on the replay of this, post down in the comments, ask your smart questions because she's going to be watching. So most definitely. And for people that are listening over here on the Clubhouse, don't forget we are with Kara over here on YouTube right now, talking live, talking about this deal. If you want to get the full experience, hop on over to the YouTube channel at ChrisMonroeSTL. So let's see here. Sergio says, ask questions and be a good listener. That's right. Let's see here. Who else we got here? That's just like buying a new car and seeing the same car everywhere after. Yep, that's how the mobile home parks are. That's something about that. Let's see here. What are you doing with the 5,200? Are you investing it?
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to build my capital, and eventually I want to do some buy and holds. I want to get that passive income coming in. So yeah, my plan is to save up and with the money that I'm getting from wholesaling, and then I'm gonna buy mobile homes, fix them up, rent them out. Okay. Yeah.
I know that's right. So you going into the full thing. So you're not coming to the regular real estate side. You sticking with mobile homes.
For now, yeah.
So
But
what are
hey,
some common? Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So what are some common things that you hear people say that are like negative stigmas when it comes to dealing with mobile homes?
Man, who gonna live in mobile homes? You know, like it's racist people who live in mobile homes and all this kind of stuff. There's everybody done saw it. Well, a lot of us saw 8 Mile, and so that right there did not look good for mobile homes. Yeah, it's just they definitely have a negative stigma that they're dirty, they're trashy, and all this and that. And it's really not. There's some really, really nice mobile homes, like really, really nice mobile homes, especially like in California when you get in those kind of areas. People are spending like $1 million on mobile homes. Like,
Dang.
trust me. Yeah. Yeah. Mobile homes is where it's at.
Yeah, I know that's right. A lot of people think it's just, it ain't no money in that stuff. You just don't see the money in that stuff. Somebody paying the money, get on the other side of that equation. That's what I'll be thinking about. All I say is definitely helpful and inspiring. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is it okay to have your email? Oh, they want to get your email. Yeah, we're going to get your contact information in a minute. Congratulations. What's the name of the Bandit sign website again? WokeSigns.com. WOKE, WokeSigns.com. It should be in the description. It is in the description of this video. You can get 100 Bandit signs for $99 free shipping, and you can customize them. Mine say sell your house for full price. Mine don't say we buy houses. See, that's how I trick. Sell your house for full price, and they be calling. I'll be like, yeah, we can buy it for full price if you take these terms.
I did update my banning sign, so when I bought my new batch, they now say sell your mobile home any condition for cash. So
there you
go.
To
make it more demanding, you know what I mean?
As long as they calling and it's working, that's all I'll be talking about. What works? We can all do stuff. Even this hat say I buy houses. I started conversations with people with these different hats that you can. All right. Do you know the cost to purchase a mobile home park? Dana wants to know.
Oh, so I'm not even there yet, sis. But I do know that they can be anywhere between, like, I think the average cost for like a 50 pad park would probably be like $1 million. I'm working with one lady right now who wants to sell her mobile home park. I'm trying to get her on a contract. She has like 27 lots and she wants to sell it for $600,000. So it just depends.
That's in your area?
Yeah, well, no, it's in like it's further down Missouri. It's in Dexter, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Yeah, way down there. Okay. Yeah, I was
Hmm.
stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, so I know about Mid-Mo.
Okay. Yeah, but it definitely depends on how many lots are on, are on an actual mobile home park property.
I was actually looking for my notes. I got the actual formula for how to calculate a deal on mobile home parks, but I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not gonna try to act like I remembered. Don't let me fake it till I make it. Let's see here. M. Ray says you can sell or finance mobile homes too. Can be better than renting them. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely, because you don't have to be a landlord at that point. Like they're responsible for all the maintenance, and so they're in that situation. You're just the bank, and you're just collecting your money, and that's why I love mobile home investing because I don't want to be a landlord.
Exactly. Who wants to do all that work? We don't want to work that hard. We just want the money to come in.
Okay.
Cut the check. All right, let's see who else we got here. How does she know the mentor? Hold on. How did she know which mentor to get after buying the course?
So you want to definitely get a mentor with like what you're focusing on. So I know that I wanted to solely focus on wholesaling first. So I got a mentor that specifically wholesale mobile homes and is currently doing that out in the field. So yeah, that's how I found that. But I initially reached out to Nicole Briscoe. Shout out to the mobile home mommy.
Mobile home mommy.
Yes, so she does fix and flips. And that's what she focused on. And I realized that course wasn't for me because I wasn't doing that and in that point in time. And so she actually referred me to my mentor, Calvin Alhia, who
Yeah, I need to get her.
wholesales.
She need to get on this podcast too. I forgot. Cool.
Yes.
Hey, say Chris is the truth. Thank you. We appreciate
Yes,
that.
he is.
Steve says, I'd be interested in more information about the park once you get it under contract. Look at you. You done found a buyer. You ain't even got it under contract.
Okay. All right. Look, I'll add you to my buyers list, Steve.
Hey, this social media is the truth. People be playing and stuff. I done bought houses. I done did wholesale deals. I done did deals off Clubhouse, all type of stuff, and even off YouTube. Matter of fact, I did an interview when I did my first deal back with Kong from Wholesale to Millions. Somebody saw that video, contacted me here in St. Louis, and I did a deal with her because she lived in Atlanta. She didn't want to come back to St. Louis, but she saw me on a podcast like this and contacted me, and I did a deal with her. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yes, and that's what I want to do. I think that's like the best way for me to scale my business is to work with like-minded investors in the area. So I'm definitely open to doing JV deals. If you have a lead, I got the buyer or whatever, vice versa. I am definitely open to partnerships.
And that's right. Teamwork makes the dream
The dream work.
You know it. Look at that. Steve ready. He said he finna DM you on Facebook. They ready. So go ahead and tell people, how do they actually contact you? Because they want the contact information for some reason.
Absolutely. So as you can see, you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Mobile Home Doc. I'm documenting my journey. I'm trying my best to because I am very busy, but I'm documenting my journey, the good, the bad. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook at Shakira Fudge, as listed there. Yeah, those are the two platforms you can reach me at.
Cool beans, cool beans. Let me see here. Any other questions from over here? Let's see. That's a long one there. Mobile Home Wholesaling Academy. Oh, okay. Somebody telling the name of the people. They ain't pay for no commercial. We ain't pumping them up. No.
All right.
No, I'm just messing around. M. Ray say that. So yeah, so you said you're gonna be looking to buy more properties, more mobile homes. What other kind of goals you got set? You're gonna be teaching this stuff. What's going on in the year coming up next in 2022 and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I just want to gain experience so that I can teach. I just want to pay it forward. Definitely want to pay it forward. So definitely looking into doing a ebook and an e-course eventually. But yeah, baby steps. Right now I'm just focused on, getting leads and completing these deals right now and reaching my financial goals with this.
So do you do some driving for dollars and stuff as well, or when you're looking for these deals?
I do. So I do those on the weekends, from time to time. I kind of realized that like it wasn't the best use of my time, to be honest. Like I would spend 8 hours driving for dollars and wouldn't find not one for sale by owner sign. And so what I decided to do instead was to focus on relationships. So I would call mobile home parks and see if they had any for sale by owner, mobile homes, or if they were selling any themselves. So I would speak to park managers, I would speak to park owners, I would call mobile home dealers, I would call mobile home movers, and just let them know, like, hey, I'm in an area and I'm investing in mobile homes, and if you ever come across one, I'll pay you, a referral fee or whatever. And really, relationships are key. You got to be transparent in this business. So that's I kind of, instead of me driving for dollars, I feel like I can reach out to more people by just calling them. Because like I said, I have a full-time job. I'm doing this on the side. So I think that was just the best use of my time, just to switch that up.
Yeah, especially if you're looking specifically for sale by owners. I don't hardly see them ever anymore. I used to see them all the time. Now I almost never see them. I see a lot of houses that look like they need to be bought, but other than that, the signs is never in the yard. So I guess does it work the same with the mobile home? So if you see a mobile home that you want to buy, it's the same thing. You look up that homeowner and everything the same way.
Well, if I was to see a for sale by owner sign, I'm knocking on the door. I don't use PopStream or whatever, I don't do any of that. Because I drive in mobile home parks, and then so people who live on land, they just kind of contact me with banner signs. But yeah, for people who live in parks, I'll just, I'll call the number that they have, or I knock on the door and just kind of go from there and get in contact with them there.
On the door? You don't be scared to knock on the door at all? Like, wait a minute, they might grab me. Hey.
No, I am scared to knock on the door. So I make sure that somebody's with me. But it's scary. It definitely is scary. So I only had to do that one time, but otherwise, they have a phone number listed. So I called that number and then I go over or whatever. But yeah, there was a time where there was a sign and the number wasn't listed, and I just had to go for it.
Like, knock on the door and go back on the street. Hey, I was trying to see if you want to sell. Like, you way down there. Where you at? It's
right, don't hurt me now. But yeah, I just want to see if you really selling a mobile home and if I can help you with that.
We gonna blame it on the Rona. I'm way over here across the street.
Exactly.
I know that's right. So what type of mistakes do you feel like you made in your journey so far that you have learned from? Stuff you're like, I ain't never doing it like that again.
Man, where do I start? So before I finished the Mobile Home Elite course, I felt like I just had to take off running. So before I finished the course, I was driving for dollars. I came across a deal, and I met with the seller, got his pain point. His mother had cancer. She lives in Cali, and he needed to sell his home to be able to go to Cali. And so at the time, I was focusing on doing the fix and flips, doing that. And I had a handyman coming with me, and he's just writing on his pad, and I'm like, oh man, it's a lot of problems. And he's like, there's a lot of subflooring issues, and I didn't want to deal with that with my first deal. So I told him, I opened my mouth and said, okay, I'm gonna buy your home. I don't know why I said that, but I told him that I was gonna do it. And about a week later, I sat on it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna message him back and let him know that I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with it, but I'm gonna wholesale it. And instead of explaining that process to him, I just told him, like, look, I know somebody who wants to buy your home. And that's all I said, right? So when I found a buyer to give a tour, mind you, he lived in the home, and that's something you really want to avoid, is having the seller and the buyer in the same, like you don't want to have them in the same area, because then they, whatever, you can get kicked out of that deal. So moments before that tour, I had the audacity to call the seller and say, hey, just so we're on the same page, that if the buyer brings up anything about the cost of the home, just let that go through me. I'm gonna handle all of that. And he was just like, what? Because I never explained anything to him. I just said, hey, I just know someone who wants to buy a home. And so he was caught off guard, like, wait, I never hired you. What are you getting paid? And this is literally moments before I'm about to show the home, right? So I reassured him that, I'm going to get paid from the buyer. So you don't have to pay me anything. I just want to really help you out so that you can get to California and be with your family. I had to switch it up real quick. So we ended up showing the home. And then the buyer ended up asking the seller, are you willing to go down in your price? Now, the seller doesn't know that I wanted to sell the home for $5,000. He only wanted $2,500. So I'm like, man, please don't say the price that you want to sell it for because I am screwed. And he never mentioned the actual price. So I kind of like I made it out of that situation. But what I've learned from that was that explain the process early on, be transparent. Yeah, so yeah. And I also did not have that home under contract before I was marketing it, which is a big no-no.
What? You wouldn't do that.
That's illegal. And that's what I get for not finishing the course. You know what I mean? Like I was just like so ready to just get my first deal that I didn't even like finish the course first. So if you have a course, finish it before you even go through with like actually getting to the point where the seller needs to sign a contract. So yeah, transparency was a big lesson that I had to learn. And confidence, knowing, speaking with confidence. You're not gonna know everything, but act like you know and speak like you know everything. Okay.
Most definitely. And that's the name of the game. You don't have to sit up and lie and be like, I'm a big buyer. Yeah, man, I got a big bag of money. I'm gonna drop it on the desk. They don't want to hear that mess. They know that's a lie. So, just let them know that, hey, we're gonna figure it out and get through this together,
Yes.
Solving problems. So that's good. Good information right there. Now, Marlon has a question. Do you use your personal phone number on the Bandit sign?
No, sir. I got a Google phone number for the free. So Google Voice for the free. Yes.
That's right. Use a Google Voice number. Use get your app. Put one of them apps on your phone. One of those text now, text free. One of those apps if you have to, or go get a call rail line where you can actually record all calls for quality and training purposes, as we do. So it's a lot of ways to do it, but your personal number does not go on marketing, in my opinion. If you do that, because then say if you put it out, what can happen if you put your personal number on there? Give them an idea.
Man, they'll call you all times during the night and like say something don't work out. You never know. They can send you threats or what. You never know. People keep bugging you. Like, nah, I don't have time for that. I'm not giving out my personal number.
and you could be violating somebody's ordinance about putting signs out.
Exactly. Oh, yes, and end up having to pay a fine. And no, so with the Google number, I don't leave my information in a voicemail or anything like that. I don't say my name when I answer the phone because that is something that I worry about. I'm not trying to pay a fine, but even if I have to, it's okay because overall, the deal that I might make from that Bandit sign, I'll pay that little funky fine, if you want me to, because I'm gonna come out on top of the profit with dealing with mobile homes. Yeah.
If they call you, be like, "What's your company name? Where your office at? What's your address?" And oh no, they trying to. That's something fishy. Don't fall for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because ours come in and it says right on there, call from Bandit signs. So we know it come from a Bandit sign before we even answer. So you gotta have systems in place. Let's see here. M. Ray says, "Great job on focusing on the needs of the seller. Very smart." That's true. They want to know about that deal you just talked about, that $2,500 one. Did you make anything out of that deal?
No, because after that, I just kind of feel like I lost the seller's trust, and he stopped responding to my text messages and calls, and so I just took that as like a lesson learned, and just apply what I learned to my next deal.
And see, the other thing too with that is to tell that buyer, you're not there to negotiate and be talking about no prices, and then you come to me and we'll talk about it after. You're only here to view the property. That's it. You have to be clear with and that's for regular wholesaling, mobile wholesaling, any of this stuff. I let them know this is what you're here to do, not to go in there and try to make no deals. Just be clear up front with your buyer and your seller if you can. So that stuff is can definitely be going. Lala wants to know, go back to the basics. Can you explain what wholesaling even is?
Yeah, so pretty much you want to find a seller who wants to sell their home, and you find a buyer. So you're playing the middleman. I call myself an acquisition specialist. When people ask, like, well, what do you do? So I'm an acquisition specialist. So I just put together a seller and a buyer. I get paid. Everyone's happy. So pretty much the seller, normally you want to talk their price down if you can. Sometimes you don't even have to. And then so know your market. Go on mhvillage.com and see what the homes are actually selling for. And then that difference will be your assignment fee. And the buyer pays for that. You know what I'm saying? So
I know that's right. So that was a good summary. That's what it is. Finding off-market properties below value.
Yes.
All right. There you go. Let's see here. Yep, and people sometimes skip trace those phone numbers when you use the actual number. Exactly. Yeah, when you put that your number on a bandit sign, somebody they can find you. They'll just Google you. My regular number is not published anywhere on the internet. I've been using a Google Voice number for 15 years. Don't tell nobody since it came out, probably. So a long time. Matter of fact, I got 2 or 3 different Google Voice numbers. Shh, don't tell nobody. But
Okay.
it's getting serious out here for sure. So, any other words of encouragement for the family to let them know they can do this thing? Or what can you give them to inspire them and let them know that get on up off your butt and go make it happen?
Yes, get up off that couch, put that TV put it in the garage or something, and just focus on your goals. My biggest tip is just to be consistent. Like, you can get discouraged along the way, but if you're doing what you need to do, be consistent, and you will eventually get the results that you're wanting. Reach that success. So consistency is definitely key, and educate yourself. Make sure that you make that priority and invest in that as well.
Exactly. In regards to that education, are there any books, podcasts, or other resources you would recommend for people to learn more about this thing we're talking about today?
Definitely got to give a shout out to Byron and Sharnee's course, the Mobile Home Elite Investors course. It's a great introductory course. It's actually like the cost is reasonable compared to other courses. So definitely hop on that. Again, you can use YouTube and Nicole Briscoe is a great source. Calvin Ahia is a great source. Hop on Clubhouse. That's where I learned a lot. That's actually how I was able to connect with Nicole Briscoe and Calvin Ahia on Clubhouse. Like, we have a mobile home meeting on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So yeah, just look up Calvin Ahia.
What's your handle on Clubhouse? What's your name on there?
Kera Carise, so Kera_Carise, KARISSE.
Because everybody's on Clubhouse now. I'm on there too.
Yes.
ChrisMonroeSTL, ChrisMonroeSTL on all social media. So
yes. Shout out to Clubhouse, man. Clubhouse changed my life for real.
That's right. That's the power of the internet. She say this was dope. Thank you, Angie, for chiming in. Any other words you want to share with anybody before we wrap this thing up and do some more woke stuff?
I just want to thank you, Chris, for inviting me on your platform. Man, when I first learned about you from Clubhouse, I was just like, man, this man is dope. And so I definitely wanted to reach out to you. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to allow me to share my story of my first deal. I hope that it inspired someone. So yeah, I'm just honored to be here. And again, I just thank you for the opportunity.
100%. And I know you're going to go out here and do bigger, better things and keep smashing it. I can just tell that go-getter attitude is going to take you a long way in this thing called real estate and in life. A lot of people sit back and wait. Everything perfect. The weather not just right. The sun ain't shining. Like, man, just go do it. Don't worry about all that. Worry about the stuff you can control versus the stuff you have no control over. Other than
Absolutely.
that, Mr. Kera, we appreciate you for coming on, and I hope to see you out here. Keep doing it, keep pushing it, and this replay will be up here shortly. All right.
All right. Thank you, Kane.
All right. Thank you. All right. And that's how we do it, family, right here each and every Monday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. If you enjoyed this, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. If you're watching the replay, leave a little smart comment in the bottom. Say, oh, yeah, I knew about that. Oh, yeah, that ain't right. Oh, yeah, that was great. Whatever. I don't care. Put something in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. That stuff moves us up in the algorithm. Let people know we exist. And if you're listening on the Woke Real Estate Podcast, give this a 5-star rating. We need every star we can get. If you're on iTunes or one of those Stitcher or SoundCloud or any of those ones, you definitely got to go ahead and do that. So we need each and everything. So tap in with that. And like I said, you can we do rooms on Clubhouse every Tuesday and Thursday, 3:15 Central Standard Time. Sundays, we do mock phone calls to help people get better on the phones. Thursday, we do more so kind of like group coaching and to help, Q&A sessions with me and my guy, Jerry, a.k.a. Deal Closing Mentor out of California. So hop on over to that on Clubhouse. And my name there is ChrisMonroeSTL. And if you are looking to learn something more about real estate investing in general, you're looking to learn wholesaling, virtual wholesaling, buying houses without using your own credit, buying houses, creative deals such as subject to, wraparound mortgages, lease options, seller financing, tap in with me there. ChrisMonroeSTL.com has all the information for the coaching program. You can go check that out. We take few more people on that. We have group coaching and one-on-one coaching. So if you want to excel your knowledge and blow it up in these streets of real estate. So hopefully you all had a great thing here. Let me see the last minute comments. What's up, Jerry? You late? We leaving. You saying, hey, Chris, we out of here almost. Let's see here. Oh, never mind. Time to speed up. Just hit the bell to get the notifications. We need that. You're welcome. Forstun Consultant. Shout out to you. And look at Angie. She ready over there. So with all that being said, do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me.
And we have. And we have. And we have. Mr. I stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Mr. I stay.
Find more leads than you can even process. That's multiple listing service. That's the MLS for your real estate agents. Absentee owner information. Find the cash buyers and flippers in any market nationwide. Pull a pre-foreclosure list. And don't forget, you got to find those comps. Get nationwide access with multiple filters. Powered by PropStream at wokesource.com. Get your 7-day free trial today. wokesource.com. That's wokesource.com.
Get your free real estate joint venture agreement and get notified of upcoming shows. Text JV to 636-330-1444.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com.
You may have heard the saying, the fortunes are in the follow-up. Now there's a brand new system that is great to help you cold call, text message, drop voicemails, and so much more, all automated. You don't have to remember anything. Just set it and forget it. All you have to do is speak to people. Check it out, wokereply.com. It's a multi-touch marketing campaign where you can schedule to send text, voicemail, email, and even live calls all on autopilot. Check it out today, wokereply.com. That's wokereply.com.